There's this new emote I've been seeing in other streamers' chats. It's called Weebs Detected, and it's just a guy with a flamethrower going back and forth.
And on that note, welcome everybody to the Collective Podcast episode 8.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not even gonna go further into that. All right. So again, we have Erlynbebe and myself, Jordan, aka Jordat. First, I want to say this first, just because. Rest in peace to young Dolph. Do you guys know much about what happened?
I know about what happened.
Erlyn, do you know anything about?
I'm not trying to be mean.
Young Dolph?
Can you say that name again? Because I heard Rudolph.
Young Dolph.
Okay. I was like, what happened to Rudolph? Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know what happened.
So he was a 36-year-old rapper from Memphis, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker went through a lot, right? Like, it got to a point where he one time was involved in a shooting and went into like a bulletproof car. He survived and made a song about it called 100 Shots.
Okay.
Damn.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then within that album, he like all the titles of each song said a sentence, and it was like referencing to that moment where he was like getting shot up in that car. Crazy.
Wow.
But he was despite all that, he was actually like a good person, which is like he was doing some shit for like the cancer clinic. I think a day or two before he got shot. And even when he did get shot, where he was going was this shop to get cookies for his mom. And then 2 people rolled up and killed him.
Jesus.
Bingo bango.
This is his own town, like his own city too, which is wild. Right? But
I mean, from what you say, he's survived shootings before. Like, it seems like he never really got out of the street life. So, like, you're not gonna get away from it forever. Eventually, it'll catch up to you.
I mean, yeah. Look what happened to Nipsey Hussle. Even though that dude was doing like crazy good for his community as well. But I mean, Lil Boozy said it best. Like, rappers tend to die on the streets they grew up in more often, you know?
Mainly because they don't move away.
Well, I mean, yeah, they got pride. You're still in Delaware, right? Because you have a lot of pride in your state.
I'm here because I'm poor. I can't afford to leave.
No, that's why I'm in Oklahoma, sir.
I'm poor. That's why. Get it right, Dad.
I'm poor.
You know what? You're not even wrong. You don't even have a job.
That's what I'm saying. I'm poor.
Weezy has a job.
Right.
Yeah, I'm broke as fuck too. What are you talking about?
Well, because who's broke? I've been broke first then.
Erlyn, you got money.
If money wasn't a problem, I'd probably live in like Philadelphia or New York, like a bigger city on the East Coast.
Why would you want to live over here? It's gross.
Okay, you're saying that because you're in Jersey. You don't need to worry about it.
I don't know why we have to have this conversation every time I say this, but you already know I don't like New York. It's not fun for me.
In the city, it's not fun.
I'm not a person that goes out. Okay, everything that's in the city is restaurants, bars.
You're forgetting.
Shopping.
Yeah, there you go.
I can shop online.
Okay.
If I don't need to go out, I'm not gonna go out. So why would I go outside?
Okay, but again, you live in Jersey.
I lived in New York too. That's what I'm saying. You already know this. I don't know why I always have to tell you why I hate New York. It's boring. The only thing I'll give it is food.
Do you prefer Jersey over New York? Erlene?
I don't prefer Jersey. I hate Jersey too. Jersey's dirty. It's like a
Okay, then.
dirtier
That's all
version
I'm
of New York.
saying. That's all I'm saying.
I've
The
been to
only
New York
benefit,
twice in my life, so I'd like to check it out more. I've seen plenty of Philly. I could probably go without
I
Philly.
fucking after this last drive
probably.
through or to New York and back, I don't want to be in Philly for a
Why
while
did you drive? Why don't you fly?
because I don't have money to fly, Erlene. We just established the fact that I'm broke.
How much were the tickets?
So considering it was me, my brother, my mom,
Oh, it's 3 people. Okay, I thought it was just you. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
no, no,
What are you
no,
flying first class and fucking go to New York for like an hour?
a week.
Well, I meant like the flight. It's an hour, whatever.
Oh,
I think.
no, because the airport we would take, I'd have to stop in Dallas and then go to New York.
Oh, it's
They
not
don't
a
have any
full
direct
flight.
flights here.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, welcome to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Anyways, what the fuck were we saying?
Talking about Young Dolph.
Oh yeah.
You
We got
shot.
into it because you said that rappers that usually get shot or die, it usually happens in their home city.
Mm-hmm. What are your do you think that that's like? Do you think that's accurate?
I mean, it makes sense. Like you said, the pride thing, they just don't want to leave because they want to pour money back into the community.
I mean, you could still do that from outside the community.
I mean, yeah, because
I mean, that's me, but like, you know.
If you were to put money into the community, where would it be? Or like, yeah, where would the place you're putting money into be? And uh, like what foundation?
Anyone? Like, just anyone answers.
Yeah, anyone.
Twitch
Okay.
first and foremost. Because
Which?
the homies are on here. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Twitch. I thought you said Twitch. I was like, what?
Okay.
Yeah, but how are you gonna put like? Are you investing like buying stock or like?
I subscribe
you-
to my friends whenever they're live. I get bits.
I was
I
gonna say, I was
donate.
like, I don't. Like, if you really want to help,
This
you have the money. You could just buy not most, because it's owned by Amazon, but you could buy a pretty large number so that way you have a say in what happens on Twitch, the platform. But if you're just saying like I'm gonna give money, then yeah, like that makes sense then too.
like you're willing to give money now? Is that what you're or can you imply that? Are you able to give money now? Because I know somebody who's really broke and unemployed and on Twitch.
Who's live?
Well, you don't dox them. Jesus, Arlene. Jeez.
Wait, you guys are talking about me?
I
I thought you guys were talking to each other.
You know what? That's okay, Weezy. It's okay.
Sheesh.
We were talking to you. You weren't responding, so we were throwing it off each other.
I thought you guys were conversating. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about?
We were talking to you. But you were just quiet, so we had to keep going till you answered.
Nobody
at some
said my
point.
name at all.
I did. We didn't feel like we
Just
needed
asking
to.
blanket questions.
What do you mean? Like it was.
What was the original question?
It's all right. It's no big deal.
You're so cute.
Sorry, it's all right, Weezy.
So confused.
Well, we know that Weezy would still give money. That's the takeaway.
Yeah.
Let's give him back.
I'm all right with that.
I love the gaming community.
Would you set up a wait, what are those called? Gaming cafes?
Oh, bro, I want
If
one
I
of
had the money
those.
to, why not?
It's for like your community, you know, like in your state or
Yeah.
whatever.
Um, so if I was like a billionaire, I would
Yeah.
love to like have a say or like be in charge of like conducting like a gaming arena. Like you know how they had those like MLG events or like you ever seen like BlizzCon where they had like the giant like arenas or the Twitch rivals where they had these like arenas and they were like people could sit in the stands and watch on giant screens and watch the gamers as they're like in the middle playing on computers and shit. That shit is fucking awesome. And I want more of that.
Mhm.
So you
That
want more
sounds
like Twitch
fun.
rivals type shit, right?
Yeah. Or like TwitchCon 2017 when it was like when everybody was playing, I think it was H1Z1.
That game died.
Yeah, but like when I was watching it, that shit was hype.
Oh no, I
Spe-
meant like here now. But yeah.
Oh, now? No, I think it would be great now.
Oh, I'm at H1Z1. I don't know if like it's. I mean,
Oh
it's
no, I don't know
still
about that
alive.
game
I know
specifically.
people still play it, but like in general, if we're talking about like popularity or whatnot, I'm pretty sure it's dead.
I just know like giant like tournament events in like a giant like arena style um
Hmm.
like event like that is like awesome. It's like going to a concert
I think
with watching your
eventually
favorite
if I
streamer.
host another tournament, I would want to do something like that too. Like not for the next one because I don't think I would have the budget for it, but like just thinking about like having like like an arena like that. I feel like that'd be sick.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's awesome. And I think it needs to be the right game too. Cause like I never got huge into WoW PvP, but I love watching it.
Like people rating and stuff like that.
Not even rate like PvP, like player versus player.
Ah, okay. I couldn't get into those. Like they get really. I mean, for me, because like I don't know how all the abilities work and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like for like obviously like for specific classes because I didn't play all the classes. It does get boring to me because like I if I watch paladins fight each other, I'm like, I can you do
Dude,
something? Not that they're
it's
bad, they are good, but like I don't know.
in
I
WoW, if two paladins are fighting each other, it's like watching people beat each other with wet paper towels.
yeah, I know that's
It's
people
like
will do it.
so boring. But I used to love he doesn't really stream WoW anymore, but at the beginning of this year, like end of
Mhm.
last year, beginning to this year, there was this guy that was like popping off in streaming because the new WoW expansion came out. And
Oh,
he's a PvPer. Like he loves doing arenas. Like
yeah.
I think like even like pro like WoW PvPers are like impressed with how many arenas played he has. He had like 44,000 arenas like played, and that's insane for like even someone that's been playing WoW for like 10 years. They're like, God damn, that's a lot. And like he
That
had
is a
that. And
lot.
his whole thing, he's a mage, so like he would always like experiment with like different abilities and different pieces of gear and like find bugs that would like make his abilities like super OP and how he could stack stuff and just figure out like he would put all his like brain power into figuring out how can I go into an arena and one shot somebody. That was like his thing. And he would always find like a new thing every week with like a different mage spec or like a piece of gear that it came out in like a patch. He's like, dude, this makes my Ice Lance do like 100K on crit. It's
I'd be
insane.
pissed.
That
No, I'm
that shit
sorry.
gets me
No.
hype when you watch that.
I'd be like, I'm not. Yeah, you know what? If I saw that that's who I had to fight, I'm like, sorry, nope, bye,
It's just
bye.
like stuff like that though, like watching people like just like get into like the nitty gritty stuff and
Yeah.
just like use I don't know. The stuff like that was just so fun to watch. But he doesn't
Wait,
stream anymore.
Yeah,
sad.
he's just an actual pro now. He doesn't
No,
stream.
he's trying to get into music now. Like
Oh, what a nerd. Who gets into music?
What a fucking
What
loser,
a
dude.
fucking loser.
Nah,
Imagine
he was
being a
actually
gamer and doing music at the same time.
yeah, he gave up like full-time streaming, but he was collaborating with who was it? It was 3 Days Grace.
What?
Like
Ooh.
like this month or something or last
Oh, with
month.
the new singer. Okay, got it. Yeah, that guy's an asshole. I don't like him.
The new singer?
Yeah, for 3 Days Grace?
Oh, I don't know. Did they get a new singer? I didn't know that.
Yeah, because Adam left a long time ago.
Oh,
You didn't know that?
I did not know that. I didn't even know 3 Days of Grace was still doing stuff until he was like, "Yeah, I'm in the studio with them." I was like, "Oh shit."
That's gotta be big
Okay.
time, you know? That's how you know you've made it big time once you like collaborate with like
I
bands you
mean,
used to
he's
listen to.
really focusing on like making like pop punk stuff. So like that's like his thing. So like he's trying to make that kind of music. So he's just like was like networking and then he landed on 3 Days Grace and now they're making music together right now.
Forgot that like he existed.
You forgot who
Well, the
existed?
band existed, like the band. I meant like
His
the
name is
band.
Mitch Jones.
I don't know about Mitch, but like I meant like 3 Days Grace itself, the band.
Oh,
I
I don't know.
forgot. I forgot about them. I don't know why, because I have their songs on like a playlist, but like I forgot about them.
They were like childhood, man.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm
How
surprised
do
I
you?
forgot about them.
I
Like
can't
that don't make
believe.
any
I'm
sense to me.
surprised you forgot about him too. Like a completely
Don't make
different
me feel
person.
any.
Completely
Time
late
gone
today.
by away.
Forgot about
All
Three
right,
Days Grace.
You know what? Forget it. I don't. You know, I don't care. I'm glad I forgot them. Fuck them. Whatever. Right?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. Yep. They're
You heard it
unfortunately
here first, folks.
they're getting the brunt of my
Er-
life wheel because of
Erlene
that.
canceled 3 Days Grace.
Wow.
Right here.
I can't believe this. Can chat
Whatever.
believe this? Because I don't think chat could believe this either.
Whatever. I don't care what chat believes.
Oh shit, I
Wow, she doesn't
refreshed.
care about chat.
I was judged in chat, all
Crazy.
right? I don't need them
She,
anymore, all right? They don't like me, so I don't
Jesus.
like them.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
freaking
We
Chris over
gotta.
here, being disrespectful and all that.
No, No, he's fine.
I couldn't name 5 3 Days Grace songs.
Oh, I could.
Okay, name 5.
Name 5 now.
You want a cookie?
Jesus. Can't believe that.
All right. At least I didn't say I don't know who John Bon Jovi is, okay?
I want to
Freaking
speak to Mr. Bovine Joni himself.
Shut the fuck up! I'm tired of all you. I don't care anymore. I'm glad I was late. Freaking whatever.
Wow.
Nah, it was just funny because that was like a thing from It's Always Sunny.
I know. That's why I'm mad that you said that. Freaking stupid show.
It's
Getting
such a good
judged
show
by,
though.
like, show
I
quotes
I love this show though.
being quoted.
Man.
Sad.
John Bon Jovi.
You know what I also love? Fucking fighting games. Since we're gonna go back on that game arena, I think game arenas would be the best. And you know what game is coming out soon?
No.
Goddamn Warner Bros. Multiverses. Do you know what that
Oh
is?
shit.
Really?
I looked into it a little bit. It's like a
They just
Smash
released
style.
like a first reveal on it. It's like Smash, but it's like a 2v2 format. It's going to be completely free, might I add. And
Nice.
it shows like a few people just from like what Warner Bros owns. So that means like DC, like superheroes and supervillains, Scooby Doo, Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry. They had fucking Arya Stark from Game of Thrones.
Really?
Yeah, they had Jake and Finn from Adventure Time. They had Steven Universe.
They had Steven in there?
Yeah, and then
Wait,
another person from Steven Universe, I forget. And then they also had like their own original fucking character named Dog, which is like a green and white reindeer.
Why'd they say dog then?
Because it's also a dog.
It's a deer dog.
It's a rind. Here, look. Let me just send this picture.
I'm just saying, like
I'm gonna put it in
think
this
about, like,
voice
how it
chat.
sounds.
In this voice chat thing, the voice chat. Here, take a look at that. That's
Oh,
Rain Dog.
interesting.
So far, from what they're saying, because it's supposed to be free to play, fully cross-platform, and they have like a dedicated server for like for everything. Also like season. I'm assuming it's gonna have like season passes and shit. So yeah.
Fun.
So far, I think it's just from what they're saying, it seems to be better than Nickelodeon All Stars, in my opinion. Just off the fact that they have voice actors in this game and they don't in Nick All Stars.
Really?
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, so you got actual like voice actors voicing their own characters here. So you got like Kevin Conroy voicing Batman, Tara Strong
Tara
voicing
Strong,
Harley.
yes.
Yeah,
God.
voicing Harley
Sounds
Quinn.
like you can't not have her.
Oh, they also got fucking Shaggy in this. Anyone goes Ultra Instinct into
Shaggy?
Shaggy from Scooby Doo. This man, like going Ultra
Scooby-Doo.
Instinct. You seen all those memes of him? Like that shit is a reality.
Oh my god, I love that.
Not to mention, there's also like Shaggy also had. It looks like it's like a costume or something, but he looks like Law in Tekken 7. So I think I'm gonna use Shaggy whenever it comes out. There's like you can sign up for like the wait list now actually. Yeah. What are you thinking about it? You guys want to play?
If it's free,
I'm not.
fuck it.
I'm not a
Nick R stars on
fighting
Megalol.
style fighting game, whatever.
I mean,
You don't want to whoop some ass, Erlene?
I mean, like I could, but like I'm not good at it.
you don't have
You
to be.
good.
Well, I meant like even on like it's okay that you're bad level. Like I'm not even good at being bad.
You know what, Erlene? I feel like we should just give it a go. Anyways,
I would be the equivalent of a training dummy. Okay, like literally just stand there.
that's
so you can try
okay.
your
I'll
combos
get
out.
free damage. That's fine.
That's okay, but that's not fun for me. Why would I like? Am I gonna get paid to just stand there? Like, if I'm not getting paid, why would I do that? Do you feel me? You understand? I'm gonna just be standing there.
I just want friends to play with. All right. Is that too much to ask for?
Don't sound so sad.
Is that too much to ask for, Erlene?
I didn't say it was too much. I'm just saying.
Is my friendship
So sad.
not enough for you?
What does that have to do with playing the game?
You play games with friends. Am I right, Weezy? Like you would say that you would play games with your friends, right?
I prefer to play games with my friends.
See, exactly. So like, I just want to play games with my friends, and since you don't want to play,
Yeah. What does that make you, Erlene?
A person who doesn't want to just stand there. Why would I want to just stand there? Y'all trying to make it sound like I'm being mean. I'm literally saying I would probably just be standing there. You're like, that's fine. I just want to play with someone. I don't want to just stand there. That's fine. It's okay. You don't need to.
Just trying to play.
Yeah, whatever.
But not only, I guess, not only is this game going to be coming out soon, but Chris, Mr. Echo 3 himself, said that if this game is good, he's going to host a tournament for it.
Oh.
Yo. Hey, yo.
I have a screenshot. So, like, he can't go back on it,
True.
Yeah, it is a Smash clone. So, like, if you've played Smash, Erlene, have you played Smash?
I played the original one. I haven't really played the new one, so I don't know how much of a difference there is now. But yes, technically I have. Well, when I say the original one, I mean like the one that was on the Wii. I think there was another one before that.
There was two before that.
Yeah, I never played those. I played the one on the Wii.
That's fine. That's good enough. I'm sure you can like adapt to it afterwards. You know.
Yeah. Well,
Plus, it's
if
free.
it's
It's
free,
not
like
like
Weezy said, I'd
you
try
know. It's not. It's not
it.
like we're paying nothing.
Okay. Yeah, if it's free, I'm good with that.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll give it a shot. I mean, I like Finn from Adventure Time. That sounds
yeah.
pretty.
They got Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, Shaggy, Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, Arya Stark, Jake, Finn, Steven Universe, Garnet, and Rain Dog as of right now.
Best pick, yes.
Um, there's supposed to be more coming out, like more characters coming out. Uh, but yeah,
I hope Steven's good. I hope they didn't make him like trash.
trust me, the leak characters are nuts too. I didn't want to talk about the leaks just because they're not confirmed. Um, yeah, I don't want to say anything that's like not confirmed yet. But the leaks are kind of crazy. That shit pretty much confirmed.
Who is?
Is it? It's the same source. Oh,
Oh,
well. Wow. Okay then.
interesting.
Then that means Gandalf is gonna be coming in too.
Gandalf.
Gandalf,
Lord of the Rings characters.
The wizard.
Can I play Legolas?
Rick and Morty as well. Um, who else was? I think LeBron James was
What?
leaked on
First
there.
Fortnite, now this game? Fuck!
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, LeBron James.
He's everywhere. Even in our games.
I think there's potential for Scorpion and Sub-Zero, but yeah,
They
because they're
literally
still
have their own fighting game.
well. I mean, it's all under Warner Bros. So as long as Warner Bros has that like IP or character or whatever, it's fine. And since LeBron was in Space Jam, it's technically he's
Was in
technically owned
Space
by Warner
Jam.
Bros. Yeah.
That was a fun game. Really weird.
Played the Space Jam game.
Not the game,
Really
the movie.
dorky and fun, but like that's about it.
Space Jam 2 was all a hint. Oh, dude. I guess if you want to see all the character lists, just watch Space Jam 2 and look at the background.
Yeah, I haven't seen Space Jam 2.
It's on HBO Max if you want to watch it.
I don't want to watch it, but if it's on
Ah.
HBO Max, I have no reason to not watch it.
I don't want it. You don't have to watch it then. Shit.
You know what
Really?
you know what I could do
It's not like
never
a
mind, I'm not gonna say it.
it's not a movie that you need to watch.
It's not okay, at least in my opinion. It's not a good movie, but I need something cringy but also funny if it's in like your humor range to watch, then it's not a bad watch because it's really cringy, but it's also really funny depending on, like I said, your humor. I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't recommend it as yeah, you should definitely see, like, I'd be like, if you want to see Space Jam, watch the first one.
I mean,
not
even
better,
even the
but between
first
the
Space Jam
two,
wasn't a fantastic movie, but like it was
yeah.
interesting because it's like, oh, a famous basketball player merging worlds with Looney Tunes. Isn't that so crazy? And everybody's
Oh
like,
yeah.
what?
And Michael B. Jordan's in that too. He's like in everything. What the fuck?
Michael B. Jordan
Mhm.
as
Because they were looking for Michael Jordan, but they got it wrong, and so they brought Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan
Mhm.
as because his name can't be Michael Jordan. It's Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, there's a difference.
That's so unfortunate for him.
I honestly, I don't think it was because I think he was like eating popcorn or something. So like he was just chilling. He was just vibing. Like, he didn't
No, but
care.
like not like because he's now famous, or well, not now, but like because he's
Still
famous,
Jordan.
right? When he became famous for like after like Creed, right? or no, not Creed. What was that?
Isn't it Black Panther?
Chronicle. After Chronicle, when he started getting traction, he had to put the B in his fucking name.
Did he? Oh yeah. I mean, it
That
does still
must
help put a
suck.
distinguishing factor in there, so it's kind of
Yeah.
necessary.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad I went with the name I did, because if you look up like my name, like my first name and last name, it comes up as an Australian doctor with better hair than mine.
Wait, you're an Australian doctor?
Yeah, if you search up Jordan and then my last name, it comes up as an Australian doctor.
Oh, I didn't know that you were a doctor.
Well, I can say that, so now my parents are proud.
Um,
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry for making depressing shit. Okay.
Oh, this
What?
has nothing really to do with what we just said.
What?
But like, so I saw, cause like you guys were playing Apex before, and like remember how I told you like the map looked like really similar to that of the game. So like I
Yes.
want to see, cause they put out like trailers for like whenever they put like a new map or whatever. So I wanted to see the short. First of all, it's a cinematic. It's not a short. It's like a short is like a minute. That thing felt like it was like 5. I don't know how long it actually is, but I watched it. It was so good. I was kind of invested in what was happening. And like they were giving like little bits of like how the characters are connected to each other. And I was like, where's the lore here? Can I get some more? I don't care that they shoot each other. I want there's a story here and I want some more information. Like feed me that. And I got really upset because I was like, you gave me a really cool thing. You got really cool characters. They have lines. They interact with each other. Why am I just getting shooting? Where's like the side book or something?
Because the whole point of Apex is shoot.
Okay, and the whole point of Valorant is to shoot, but they got backstories.
Yeah, you gotta play the game to know it.
You
You
don't
gotta
have to like if
read the
you
comics
can
in
literally
game.
like there's actual lore for the characters if you look them up. Well, at least
Yeah.
from Riot's perspective, Riot gives everyone a backstory. But I meant like an Apex. I don't know if everyone has like an actual like full blown backstory, not just like the short that they give.
They have cinematics for certain characters. Like Crypto has one. Loba has one. Revenant has one. Oh, Bloodhound too. There's a few of them that just doesn't have those cinematics yet, but they all have backstories for sure.
There's even like little
Like a
clips
written one?
like in
Wait, what'd you ask?
No, I was asking about like a written one.
Mm, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say I don't care for the lore, but it's not like my first priority when I open up Apex.
I know for you, but I'm just saying because I don't play the game like that. So when I saw that little bit, I was like, wow. Like when I was watching like the little Valorant clips like with you when like after I forgot what it was that we were doing.
Hmm.
It was like that. It was like I don't play the game, but I'm invested now. So like I wanted to play the game just for that, but I
Yeah,
wanted more
no, the
information.
cinematics for that the EA and Respawn have done, it's been really fucking good.
They're so
and they just
clean
got a
now.
new art studio too, so the cinematics look different
They
than what they used to.
got bank now.
Well,
They're
Oh
like,
yeah,
thanks
hella
guys
money.
for
it's
buying
it's
those season
Respawn and
passes.
EA, so like
I mean, yeah,
I
they got hella money.
I would hope that they have bank.
Money was never a problem for them.
Like I don't know.
Like the funding, like when it comes to games, like especially with huge game studios and shit,
Yeah.
um, like it's not hard to get the funding for a game. It's just how much that studio wants to contribute depending on the game's popularity or not. Like,
Yeah.
are we gonna get back what we give into this game? So they can hire good writers and good game designers and this and that and the other if they think it's gonna be worth it in the long
That's
run.
true.
So Apex has been getting way popular the longer it's existed. So stuff's improving in the game because they're they're rising in popularity every season.
Just as long as you don't turn into fucking Activision, no, I'm whatever.
As long as they don't keep adding flying characters.
That's your main priority. Mine is to make sure that fucking
Keep them on the
shit.
ground. It's so annoying.
Yeah, I'm over here trying to help the woman, and you're over here like, no more flying characters.
I mean, but they're kind of fun.
Well, it's only fun if you're playing them.
Yeah, I guess. I think it's just fun.
I think it's fun. Don't worry about it. More flying characters.
You're the outcast.
Just,
You're
just
the weirdo.
yeah. Just don't be like Activision. That's all I ask.
Freaking also hate EA. They ruin everything.
Yeah, I
They
also
ruined
don't
the
like
Halloween
EA either.
event.
Wait, they had a Halloween event?
Yeah, exactly. That's how they ruined it. Nobody knew about it because it wasn't an event. It was
Oh.
like, hey, you can have all these cool cosmetics if you buy them.
Oh.
If you buy them.
I just thought I
Yeah.
wasn't paying enough attention to.
Nope, it just didn't happen.
Oh, well. I probably wouldn't have
think
played it anyway.
The actual like Revenant Nightmare thing only lasted like a week. But like the stuff you could buy for like months.
Oh yeah, they want your money.
Yeah,
they want
which is
dollars.
why
How else
they
were they supposed to
suck.
buy their studio?
And that's like a typical EA thing. It's just like to be any kind of like cool or get to what you want, you gotta pay for it.
I mean, that's just it for like everything though. Wouldn't you?
No, because in regular games, if you want cool stuff, you just have to play a lot to unlock it.
I mean, I guess
They
but the
want your
game is-
money.
The game is free, so they're trying to keep in mind how can we make a profit without like, because like how else are they supposed to make new maps or
Yeah,
make
fuck
those
that.
cosmetics?
I'd rather buy the game and then just like do everything that's in the game, and then they just keep adding stuff to the game so that I can keep doing it.
Like, yeah, I guess, yeah. I don't know.
Because like that's how
it's
it was in
multiplayer.
WoW. Like you have
but
to
WoW,
you have to
the same
do the
thing.
content to get it. Like you can't buy it. I mean, to an extent. I mean, you can buy like a boosted character and shit, which pisses a lot of people off.
Yeah.
But
It's a boosted
like,
character.
Yeah.
Why would it not?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess some people don't like the grinding aspect, but at the same time, at least it's
But
also
you don't
not
have
pay
to
to
play
win.
then. Well, pay to
I mean,
win's
a
a
lot
different
of people
story.
also like free games. Not everyone like broke that over here. We can't afford a
Uh,
game.
Why do you have to add broke in front of
Are
like you know you
broke?
could have.
Is that not what we were talking about?
I mean,
Is that
yes,
not
I'm
what we
broke, but you didn't have
referenced?
to keep bringing it up.
Yeesh.
Listen,
But since we brought it up, can somebody like donate? That'd be sick. I'm kidding.
yeah, donate them dollars.
But yeah, plus
It's
it's a battle royale where you just jump off a fucking like ship or something, and then
Not even a battle royale, just like any game.
right, but like Apex is a battle royale. So like if you
I get why
so
battle
say
royales
like
are
you
free.
you fucking
it makes
like
sense.
yeah. Like that
The battle pass systems kind of confuse me though. Not just like in general, not just like in Apex.
I think the battle
Yeah,
pass
I don't know if that's
works.
there either.
I think the battle pass system works out really well because it's all it is just cosmetics. It's not pay to win, and you still get
But don't you
like
gotta
a
buy
couple
it?
of things. Yeah, but they also have like a free pass, so you don't need to buy it. And if you just do the free pass and you grind out that free pass, you'll have enough for the regular pass anyway.
I guess that's
Oh.
true.
I didn't think about it that way. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a lot of grinding.
we learned that strat back in Fortnite, you know.
That's just like another reason why I'm like not really into like BRs. It's because like I feel like if you're having like a really good game in Apex, Like, you'll kill someone, loot their body, find, like, really good stuff. You'll get to, like, 3 people left, and then you'll die and just lose all your shit, and then it's just like, "Fuck, all that cool shit that I had's gone." Where in, like, other games that I like to play, you die, you just come back, and you still have all your shit.
I mean, I think that's also the appeal for a lot of people. Like, I'm pretty sure like a lot of people like prefer games that are difficult like that to an extent, like gameplay wise. Like they don't want to deal with
Yeah, I'm not gonna
uh,
lie, Erlene. I'm gonna say I don't know anybody personally that loves like Dark Souls and shit like that.
I'm if it wasn't loved, it wouldn't be a thing. I'm
I know it
just
wouldn't
saying.
be. I'm just saying, how many people do you actually know, like right now, personally?
Well, I
That
don't know them personally. Julia does, but she has a friend who loves Dark Souls. Well, like the company from software that makes Demon Souls and Dark Souls, and they've played all of their games,
also
and they like
like
all
when
of
you
them.
die in Dark Souls and shit, don't you like lose like half of it and then go back to your body, retrieve the rest of it? Or am I tripping?
Something like that, yeah.
It
I
depends on what difficulty or something.
Not the whole game is pretty much like that. Even
Thank you.
for like lower difficulties, it's still hard even on the low difficulty. Like what would be like hard mode or like
Yeah.
insanity for like normal players is their version of easy.
Yeah. I mean, the game's still hard because, like, that's just the theme of Dark Souls.
Fortunately.
It's just like, alright, you got 3 chances to fuck up or you're dead permanently.
3 chances to fuck up or you're dead.
Yeah, like, in some Dark Souls bosses, if you get hit 3 times, like, that's all your health.
Oh yeah. Like oh, especially if they have like another form. There's I forgot what boss it is, but there's another boss that like once they get like a sword or something like that, they go from being like regular like monster boss hard to like straight
Oh,
all
yeah, like,
AoE
they have, like, a
attack.
second phase and they
Yeah, that just
bless and
sounds
Yeah.
stuff,
like
yeah.
anybody who
And like
likes
it's just
that.
all AoE and like you can't do anything to stop it and like it's not fun.
Like,
Blah
I'm
blah
sure people
blah, all
just
of that
love the
stuff.
challenge in of itself, but I feel like people who love playing that type of game also like punching themselves repeatedly in the nuts for fun.
But, like, games like that, though, I get it because, like, I raided in WoW, so it's the concept of going in, learning the boss mechanics, and figuring it out, and then just doing it
Yeah,
eventually.
eventually
Just
you'll get there.
wiping
You just
until you
gotta
do it.
I commend and I appreciate the people who will speed run the shit out of Dark Souls or Demon Souls. Those people can get a freaking medal from me because I don't know what the frick you're doing.
Yeah,
But
have you
go
like
off.
watching them do those speed runs is quite amazing.
It freaks me out how well like they just do it. They're just like, oh yeah.
Did you know that there was like an article or something of somebody like hating on the fact of like of people who speedrun? They try to claim it as like, or it wasn't an article, it was a Twitter thread of this
Yeah.
dude who was complaining about like how speedrunners uh they
Oh, you talking
just
about the tryhard guy?
yeah,
I
yeah.
hate people that try yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Well, wait, I don't know about tryhard. Actually, I think we might be on two different ones. This guy was saying that like speedrunners show a way to play the game not how it's meant to be played, and it's in turn a
It's
quote unquote lazy way to play the game. Hold on, let me
What?
try to find it. Hold on.
are they dumb? The person they have to play the game to
Speedrunning
figure
is
it
like an
out.
art form at this point. Like people that speedrun like Mario 64, it's like strategic almost. Like you have to know all the paths and routes to like save time and like crunch time. It's kind of cool. I like it. Like people that speedrun like Mario 64, I think that shit's super interesting.
It's insane.
And then like Mizkif on his stream like a couple days ago just had like a competition between Emaru and Esfand, and it was a speed run competition to see who can beat Mario 64 first. And that both took him like 26 minutes, but like Emaru ended up winning.
Damn.
Ah, okay, okay. This so it's like a 15 thing thread on Twitter. I just found it.
Jesus.
Do you want me to read the
15?
whole thing?
Sure, but I might pick it apart as you're reading it.
Yeah, because he's talking about how. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna say like the first sentence on this first tweet, and I quote: "I was thinking about why so many in the radical left participate in speedrunning.
Radical left.
Yeah, the reason is the left's lack
What are
of
we
work
watching,
ethic.
the Joe Rogan Experience?
The reason is the left's lack of work ethic, quotation, or not quotation, parenthesis, go fast rather than do it right, end parenthesis. And in Petersonian sense, Petersonian sense, to elevate alternative sexual archetypes in the marketplace."
What?
You want me to keep going? Because that's the first tweet.
Dude, this guy is like
Wait.
Ben Shapiro, like talking
Wait.
about like the WAP thing where it's like that's a medical like thing that needs to be looked at. Like it's like no.
Really quick. Just really quick. Read that again, but slower.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that I heard what I heard. 'Cause-
I was thinking about why so many in the radical left participate in speedrunning. The reason is the left's lack of work ethic, parenthesis, go fast rather than do it right, end parenthesis. And in Petersonian sense, to elevate alternative sexual archetypes in the marketplace, such as Fastest Mario.
What does that have to do with speedrunning?
You want me to keep going? Because I think
keep going.
okay.
Just keep going. Yeah, just keep going. I don't
All
want
right.
any more answers.
Obviously,
So dumb.
there are exceptions to this, and some people more in the center or right also speedrun. However, they more than sufficient to prove. Wait, what? They more than sufficient to prove the rule rather than contrast it. Consider how woke GDQ has been. Almost since the very beginning, your eyes will start to open. That's the second tweet.
Dude,
I'll be
it's
honest, it's not making any sense.
Yeah. I don't.
he's just using his like he's like trying to justify like his political views by like blaming it on gamer culture too. Like I can't even be safe in my safe space because like I don't know. He's like I hate when people are like so wrong that they like sound like dumb at the same time.
Well, let's keep going. Returning
What
to
the
the topic
fuck?
of the work ethic, a speedrunner may well spend hours a day at their craft, but this is ultimately a meaningless exercise since they will ultimately accomplish exactly that which is done in less collective time by a casual player. This is thus a waste of effort on the behalf of the speedrunner. Put more simply, they are spending their work effort on something that someone else has already done, and done in a way deemed correct by the creator of the artwork. Why do they do this? The answer is quite obvious if you think about it. The goal is the illusion of speed and the subconscious desire, to promote radical leftist, borderline communist ideals of how easy work is. Everyone always says that speedruns look easy. That is part of the aesthetic. Of course.
This is like just
of course. Yeah.
Speedrunning. It's like the finger pointing thing. It's just like wearing masks is communist, doing this is communist, doing this that. It's like it literally like jumps leaps and bounds, and it's not even connected at all. It's like I don't like this, so it's communist. What the fuck?
The ladders these people find to reach their conclusions is
stop. That's so dumb. This guy is so
Stop
dumb.
reading this.
If you and guy, whoever tweeted this, you're dumb, and I hate you, and go fuck yourself.
You're dumb and I hate you.
You want me to stop reading it, or you want me to keep going?
Please stop reading it before I have an aneurysm.
Wait. No, just read one more paragraph and then done. I just want to know where he continued after that fucking sentence. I need to know.
Think about the phrase fully automated luxury communism in the context of speedrunning, and I strongly suspect that things will start to click in your mind. Is the next tweet.
It's literally like I don't like speedrunning, therefore nobody should be able to do it or else you're a communist. That's basically what he's trying to say. And he's dumb. He's just dumb. Like, it's not even like he has an opinion. He is stupid. Like, that's a stupid thing to say.
What is fully automated luxury?
Like, it's one thing to have an
communism?
opinion. He's saying nonsense.
That's a book.
Like,
okay.
Okay. Honestly, it just sounds like he needed a reason to.
he needs to get laid. That's what he needs. Jesus
Well,
Christ.
well, besides that, it's like he needed a reason to complain, and so like that was his reason. He was like, "Oh yeah, bro, yeah, that's gonna work."
He could just say, "Oh, I'm not into speedrunning, so I don't watch it. I don't do it."
Yeah, not making it
period.
into like a whole entire thing.
And then he like made up this giant fucking thing and just decided to complain on Twitter about it.
So
and connect it to nothing that has nothing to do with anything, which is politics and speedrunning a video game. Like, what the fuck?
I say, if we're going by his logic, right?
He doesn't. There's no logic in it.
Right, but that means socialism is when you play the game fast, and when you play the game really, really fast, that's communism.
Oh my god!
But capitalism is when you refuse to beat the game.
Capitalism is buying the game and then never playing it.
Yeah,
again.
just leaving it on your shelf. Like,
confused as to like if that's what you wanted, right? Like that, like you wanted a reason to complain about your political views and how you're against blah 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 blah. Why are you using speedrunning for that? Like, what is the actual correlation?
He's
like,
mentally ill. There is none.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it makes no. You're confusing me. Like, I would be sitting here, and if I wanted to agree with, like, let's say I agree with his political views. Okay, great, fancy, whatever. I don't know why you're connecting freaking speedrunning to, like, what does speedrunning have to do with this?
This thread already made no sense the moment he said the sexual archetype and then in parentheses fastest Mario. Like, yes, Mario being the fastest is the most powerful sexual archetype I could ever think of. Holy shit.
I don't know what that means.
What a man. He's just fast, and because he's fast, he's sexy. I don't know. Fucking Mario. Whoever pissed this guy, whatever speedrunner pissed this guy off to the point where he was like, yeah, this is the
speedrunner on Twitch fucked this guy's girlfriend and now he's mad.
He plays Mass Effect. He probably saw a speedrun of Mass Effect and was like, yep.
Whoa. Don't be disrespectful to Mass Effect.
I'm not being disrespectful to Mass Effect. Don't get me wrong. Mass Effect is a really good game. But he probably saw someone speedrunning Mass Effect and was like, yeah, fuck that guy. He's a leftist and I know it. He supports communism.
I know, yeah. Like, he just like pulled everything he doesn't like out of the book and then just like said, oh, this guy fucking, oh yeah, I bet he's into necrophilia. Oh my god. I hate this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Man, he's hurting me. I don't know how he's hurting me, but he's hurting me.
Like, to the point, like, you know how, like, when I play Apex and I say, like, crazy batshit stuff that I don't mean? Like, that's what this guy did in a tweet.
15 of them, to be exact.
Yeah, 15 of them.
Go on such a long fucking rant. Like, 15? Like, you didn't have to stop to pee or something in between all this?
No, all the bullshit is going to his fingers, not the toilet.
He has
like
3 piss bottles by his desk because he was too busy tweeting the shit.
I'm like super confused. Like, you really sat there and you said, I'm angry about this political stance. So I gotta put it out there. But how am I gonna put it out there for people to read it?
That's the thing, though.
Clickbait, speedrunning. Bullshit. You want to know why? Because of fascism and communism and whatever else I want to complain about.
You know, I
just needed a reason.
I think I want to talk about this on my own stream since I can't read, since you don't want me to read the rest of it because this shit is so fucking mind.
I mean, if it gets better.
I mean, it does not get better if you really want to. But
it does not get better.
I am for.
Oh my god.
To this, but like, if it doesn't get any better,
it doesn't get any better. It's worse. It's absolutely. Oh, okay.
Keep going.
Where did I leave off at? Oh yeah, fully automated luxury communism. What happens to the individual in this? Individual accomplishment in speedrunning is simply waiting for another person to steal your techniques in order to defeat you. Whereas something like intellectual property or patent in this necessarily commutarian process. Now, as to the sexual
So that's
archetype, what? Go on.
that's a super capitalist mindset. Like people, like he said, speedrunning techniques. Where does patents and copyrights come into play when it comes to like people copying your techniques? It's like, oh my god, no matter what happens anywhere, like you just want to profit off of it. Like what the fuck? That's weird. That's weird, and it's like klepto. It's like klepto type mindset too.
Right.
Like
Now,
every move, every word that I say, it's mine, 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 mine.
yeah, make a profit off of everything.
Yeah.
Now, as to the sexual archetype model and speedrunning generally. Oh, like this is a lot of words I don't know. But if you have any passing familiarity with Jordan Peterson's broader, hold on, can somebody wait? Hold on. How do I pronounce this word?
What's the word?
Evre.
What?
Yeah. This word, I put it in my chat. That word, evre. I put it in Google so I could hear. And Jungian.
What does it mean?
It means it's like the works of a painter or art or music or literature or something like that.
So he's artsy. Got it.
Yeah. That and of Jungian psychology. You likely already know where I'm going with this. Of course. Like who doesn't know Jordan Peterson's broader oeuvre and Jungian psychology? Of course. Only leftists wouldn't know, right? Communists, right? Am I right? However, I will say for the more uninitiated, keep this passage from the Maps of Meaning in mind. And he quotes, the archetypal sun continually reconstructs defined territory as a consequence of the assimilation of the unknown, as a consequence of the incestuous, that is sexual, recreative, union with the Great Mother. In other words, there is a connection between sexuality and creativity that we see throughout time, as Peterson points out with Tiamat and other examples. In the sexual marketplace, which archetypes are simultaneously deemed the most creative and valued the highest? That's right.
I get it. This guy's in a
Fastest
cult.
Mario. Oh, the answers is obviously entrepreneurs like Elon Musk and others.
So if you don't know who Jordan Peterson is, he's a fucking guy that writes books on like conservatism and religion and
What is Jungian psychology? Jungian
I don't know that one.
psychology.
Google it.
Oh, it's also known as analytical psychology. It was named after a guy named Carl Jung, who is a Swiss psychiatrist. Okay. Okay, what does this even mean though? Like, what is this?
My guy has the vocabulary of like a teacher, and I'm over here still confused as to
He has the vocabulary of a teacher, but the mind of
a 4-year-old. I mean,
It's not his vocabulary. I'm sure most of this he's just quoting from all the fucking books that he's read.
I'm just really confused because I'm like, you could speak in a different language, and I'm still gonna ask you, what the frick was your what does this have to do with anything?
Yeah, sheeps don't have this big of a vocabulary, so.
Anyways, given that we evolved and each thing we do must have an evolutionary purpose or cause, what archetype is the speedrunner engaged in who is accomplishing nothing new? They're aiming to make a new sexual archetype based upon speed rather than doing things right, and refuse ownership of what few innovations they can provide to their own scene, denying creativity within their own sexual archetype. This is necessarily leftist. Oh, I have 3 more tweets.
I'm okay. Okay. I had a thing, but then like the thing didn't make it's fine. Keep going, It's fine.
The obvious protest to this would be the glitchless 100% run, which in many ways does aim to play the game as intended, but seems to simply add the element of speed to the equation. This objection is ultimately meaningless when one considers how long a game is intended to be played in net by the creators, even when under 100% conditions. There is still time and effort wasted for no reason other than the ones I proposed above. By now, I am sure that it bothered a number of you and rustled quite a few of your feathers. I'm not saying speedrunning is bad, but rather thinking about the topic physiology. There are dangerous elements within it. That is all. So, any thoughts on this guy?
My thoughts is that this guy's a fucking moron.
Literally, that made my head empty.
I mean, you guys were all impressed by his like
vocabulary.
usage of big words, yeah, vocabulary. But I guarantee you, none of them are his. He keeps quoting books and shit. So what I'm thinking is,
or other people.
He's literally just taking direct quotes from a book he read, and he's just like justifying his feelings with like stuff that he read in books.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Books from like equally as dumb people.
For those of you guys who don't know what the fuck I just read, all this guy was saying is communism is when Mario goes fast. That's it.
But I'm confused by that statement because it's like I don't
that's what this guy believes. I'm not saying I agree with it.
No, like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't.
We don't.
I still
need to
don't
know.
get what this has to do with speed. Like what's the problem?
There's nothing.
Speed running. I'm still like, what was your point? Like, how is speed running bad? All I got was your political stance. Why is speed running bad?
It's McCarthyism. He does like he's like, I don't like speed running, so it's bad.
No,
kill it, burn it at the stake.
Like, I'm just real confused. I'm like, what?
Speedrunners are witches. Burn them at the stake. That's what he's saying.
Like, he's just talking out of his ass. I'm like, maybe it's because I didn't listen well. Maybe it's just because I don't understand because he was.
There's nothing to understand because he's dumb.
I know. I'm saying whatever he was trying to get across, I didn't understand any of his points because I still don't know what any of those points had to do specifically with the topic he brought up.
They don't. He was just trying to make a big stretch, right? Because he doesn't like it. Really,
and it worked apparently because we're on this podcast talking about this fucking idiot.
Oh, I mean, he got mostly just like negative responses, but I just thought it was fucking hilarious.
Which is what he was going for. He wants people to talk about how dumb he is, and like, or no, he wants not how dumb he is. His ideal is, I'm gonna tweet my opinion and make a bunch of people mad, and I'm gonna jerk off to them getting mad because it makes me feel good.
Now, the only reason why I brought this up, because this whole thread was like back in October, but I just recently seen a TikTok where it was Sonic and Shadow running next to each other, right? And the Shadow, like obviously someone dubbed it over, but he started quoting this fucking threat.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah,
I was wondering, that was straight from that.
This was that.
I saw that shit and I was just I didn't know that was the beginning of something. Damn.
Yeah, no, that was this thread. I thought that shit was so fucking funny.
He was like, Shadow, what the fuck are you talking about? That shit was funny.
Yeah. That's why I was like, man, I gotta find this where this fucking came from. Because it seemed to be a copy pasta. Like, the old one where it was like something about being in the Navy SEALs or some shit for like 16 years or something. I don't know. It was a super long one back in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this thread just really takes the phrase "it's not that deep" to like a whole another level.
Yeah. I mean, the leaps and bounds that people will go to get attention, it's just insane.
Yeah. Speaking of leaps and bounds, let's talk about Streamlabs real quick.
Oh boy.
Do you guys know what's been happening?
I know what you told me.
Motherfucker Streamlabs been copying and pasting. This
Copy
like
and pasting what exactly?
oh my god, everything, literally. Like literally everything. Not only did they okay, I guess this it didn't start off this way, but they started getting more traction when Lightstream tweeted out like 2 days ago. Like it was like a meme. Or not a meme, but it was like a hey, can I copy your homework? Yeah, just change it up a bit so it's obviously not a copy, right? But
Yeah.
they showed a screenshot of their their thing where it was like you can add like overlays and shit without a computer, like, and you can stream from your console with their service or something like that. I don't know. I didn't really look into it, but Streamlabs decided to release their own thing, which is exactly like theirs, and like just rename it Streamlabs Studio. And I think they're making you pay for it when Lightstream does not.
Oh yeah, I saw they sent me an email about that.
Yeah, they do that. They also did the same thing whenever Elgato released their Stream Deck. Streamlabs also released a Stream Deck called Streamlabs Stream Deck. Yeah.
Putting Streamlabs on it.
yeah, exactly. They
The fuck's going on with this Streamlabs, huh?
they also took
Kind of sussy.
like a young coder, like a young programmer's thing. I think they also released it too, called Crossclip. It's just like a super easy way to convert clips into like TikTok videos, so you can upload it there and shit like that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but they're making you pay for that as well when the original programmer released it for free.
Oh, so people that like know Streamlabs know it through Streamlabs. And
Yeah.
they didn't know that they
So
didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
So
definitely
basically
just
they're
copied
just
and pasted.
stealing stuff, putting their name on it, and then putting a dollar sign to it to try and.
OBS even tweeted out 2 days ago as well, and I quote: "Near the launch of Slobs, Streamlabs reached out to us about using the OBS name. We kindly asked them not to. They did so anyway and followed up with filing a trademark. We've tried to sort this out in private, but they have been uncooperative at every turn. We are often faced with confused users and even companies who do not understand the difference between the two apps. Support volunteers are sometimes met with angry users demanding refunds. We've had interaction with several companies who did not realize our apps were separate. Legally, they have obeyed the terms of the GPL, but they have repeatedly disregarded their spirit of open source and not giving it back. Despite these actions of Streamlabs, the OBS project will continue to provide free open software and tools for everybody. We will continue to support our users, the community, and our amazing developers for their hard work." Now, because they released that tweet, it kind of showed that Streamlabs never had a like an agreement or partnership with OBS, like just like how a lot of other people did, such as Ammunition.
They just asked for it and then just did it without permission anyway.
Yeah, and they trademark it. So technically, what they're doing,
you already took it.
right? Yeah, so they're just trademarking everything, so it's not technically illegal, but just sleazy.
Yeah, but like, why did OBS not trademark themselves to keep the name?
Because they're open source. They want to be
Yeah,
completely free and for every like having a
trademarking wouldn't mean that you have to.
I don't know.
anything.
I don't know what they're doing.
Trademarking just means like, hey, this is mine, as in like this is the brand. If you want to use the brand, you have to go through us. Like the way Streamlabs was like, hey, can we borrow your OBS little title thing? If they had trademarked it, it would literally be the same thing. It would just be that now it's a legal issue because now they're using something that's trademarked. So they can't just go ahead and do it, which means that they could seek legal reparations for it. They didn't because they can't because they didn't trademark it the way OBS did. Streamlabs did. Streamlabs was like, yeah, we stole it, but we got to make sure that they can't do anything about it. So now OBS really can't do anything because they trademarked first. So now if OBS decide, hey, I want to take them to like court or whatever over it, They can't. The court's gonna be like, well, it's trademarked. You didn't do it first, or maybe they could find like a loophole or whatever. But like, gist wise, it's like fucking could have done something, dude. I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
fair, just
Yeah, not too sure how that even
happen. Yeah.
but you know. But ever since then, right? Streamlabs actually replied to the original tweet from Lightstream, and their response was something. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, something along the lines of, "We made a mistake. Text on the landing page was a placeholder text that went into production by error. This is our fault. We removed the text as soon as we found out. Our intended version is now live. Lightstream team is great, and we've reached out directly to them to apologize." Which is like a very, very PR.
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Sorry, we didn't mean to do that. No, forgive us.
But yeah, like literally, like everything was copied and pasted, including the quotes at the bottom, where it was like reviews from people. Like they quoted that, or like they copied and pasted that too.
Other people's reviews? How you gonna take other people's reviews?
Yeah, they took their reviews and I think they put it under a different name. They did. It was a different. They put it a different name too. Like, bro, what?
If you copy my homework, don't make it look the same.
Yeah. Okay, no, Lightstream is a paid service, but even it still has a 7-day trial, which I guess Streamlabs also has one too.
Yeah,
so,
they do.
Moral of this story: stop supporting Streamlabs.
Yeah, fuck Streamlabs.
Yeah, uninstall Streamlabs OBS from your computer now. That shit uses more CPU than regular OBS does anyway. So, help yourself out.
I made the switch last year thanks to Jordan.
Yeah, I'm willing to help. Just as long as
only because you told me like there was like so much more stuff you could do.
Yeah, there is. My fucking stream showed that.
You were like, I think I was streaming for like 24 hours or something, and you were like, why don't you just move the chat over to the other side? And I was like, oh, I can't. And he was like, what do you mean you can't?
What do you
and
mean?
I was like, well, Streamlabs OBS won't let me. And you were like, there's your problem. Delete Streamlabs OBS.
Yeah, I'm confused. What are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure you can move the chat over in Streamlabs OBS, but I was like, fuck Streamlabs OBS, dude. Just get a better one.
No
anyway.
way. Like you can get it in there, but you couldn't move the.
Yeah,
like you know how like your chat is on one side.
Yeah, you can
when you're looking. I couldn't. No, not when I was using it.
It's in the settings.
Okay, well, good to know.
Yeah, no, it's in the settings.
Good to know, but who cares now? Because fuck Streamlabs.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, fuck Streamlabs.
You gotta look for it though. Because I was the same way. I was like, I want to know how I could flip it because I didn't like it being on the left side. I wanted it on the right side. It's in the settings.
Yeah, I wanted it that way too.
Yeah. All right. Well, Erlyn, I need you to uninstall that piece of shit right now.
As soon as I pay someone to make the same style things, I have to keep it because I need to keep the aesthetic because I'm not gonna screenshot all those pictures like every frame.
Jordan just so happens to be Dr. OBS.
Dr. OBS? Is that what I'm now?
Yep.
What does that mean?
Dr. OBS. Oh, apparently a lot of employees also came forward about like being in a terrible like workplace working at Streamlabs as well. But I don't know much about it. Like I didn't read that much into it, but
yeah.
A few of them were like, yeah, this
is not a great company.
Well, yeah. I feel like Streamlabs was just like one person, you know? Because I don't believe a whole team would be doing all that.
I mean, a whole team could be doing it. It's just a matter of like, if it's the bosses, it doesn't matter how the team feels. It's the boss that's saying, hey, yo, no.
I don't know.
Like, you know what I mean? Like when you're at work, like even if you like were like, your boss is like asking everyone for advice, like, hey guys, do you think we should do this thing? And everyone was kind of like, yeah, no, we don't think it's a good idea. It doesn't matter. It's still their decision at the end of the day. So if they decide to do it, they did it.
Do you think they had like their own separate like coders doing Like trying to focus on like recreating that type of shit, or
Maybe, probably. They kind of had to.
what if like the whole time they were just using the same like service or something?
They literally
Yeah.
stole the entire program.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, like I said, like I thought it was just when they came out with their own OBS, I thought it was just a collaboration between the two.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, like a lot of people did. It just
Just
wasn't like,
not.
yeah, it's clearly not.
Wah, wah.
Wah wah.
Copy pasta.
What do you think is gonna happen now? Now that a lot of
My
people like
bongo
know
cat.
about this, do you think are people going to like
No.
still use Streamlabs OBS despite
Yeah.
what's going on?
I think people are still going to use it, at least minimum, for the fact that like you can already get overlays without having to like do too much. Like you could pay, and that's what I did. All you have to do is pay like the $20, and you can get as many overlays and alerts as you want. Doesn't matter what the style is. It doesn't matter how it looks. Blah blah blah. Like it doesn't matter. Like you can get all of that instead of paying like I don't know, like $20 per time if you want a different overlay, like from Fiverr, like you making it yourself. You could just get as many with any kind of style, however you want the look to look. Blah. So like I don't know if you want like a thing that looks all red, you can get one that looks all red. No, it's not too difficult.
I
If you want a
mean, I
rainbow
feel
one, they'll have
like
a
you can
rainbow
still
one.
use like a service like Nerd or Die or some shit.
No, no, no.
Or
I know that, but I meant like if you mean like people still using it, then I'm saying yeah, simply because of the fact that, like I said, like you're using it, you get as many overlays as you want, you get in any kind of style with all different types of like animations if you want one that's animated, um, as many alerts as you want, ones with sound effects, ones without sound effects. You can add a whole bunch of different stuff to it too, still like, like with regular OBS. So do I think people would still use it? Yeah. I don't think it might change like for the first, I don't know, couple months, maybe the year for them, like as a business, but I don't think too much will happen to like change people's minds or whatever.
Hmm. So, are you making the
Yeah.
switch?
Yeah, as soon as I pay somebody to make all the overlays I like.
Watch the the original creator of that of your current overlay was like, oh yeah, I've had it for free this whole time.
Well, no, you actually so a bunch of people like are actually on there. I'm pretty sure like because like the $20 or whatever, I'm pretty sure it also goes to like the artists that upload their things on there too.
Yeah, I'm saying it as if like
I
if it
don't
was
know
a
if they
joke.
do because there is like one artist that I really like that's made a couple of the overlays that I like. I don't know if they do it like naturally for free or whatever, but like
It'd be some
not for
shit
free,
though,
but like
right?
I mean, if they already have it and all I gotta do is just pay for it, then yeah, I mean, I'm already spending the money for it. The only thing is that the only thing I'd miss is the bongo cat. I don't know where I'm gonna get an animated bongo cat who does all the same little animations and stuff like that.
I'm pretty sure I could find something for you.
No, but like the same cutesy version. If anything, I would ask for like a custom one that's Merlin. I'd still want bongo cat, but I'd probably get one that's for Merlin.
How are you supposed to make Merlin? Like, is he just gonna be tapping his feet or what?
Got little wings. He could do his feet too. They like to tap some birds like to tap their feet. Not
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of
that's
them.
what I was like.
But I definitely have one where like he's screaming because he's just a bitch.
Ah,
Yeah, he's a little whore.
I see. I see. Okay. Um, not much else. I mean, we could talk about Julius Jones if you wanna talk about
Who's
that.
that?
Julius Jones was a 19-year-old student at the University of Oklahoma, and he was considered the prime suspect in the killing of 45-year-old businessman Paul Howell.
Oh, we got a murder.
The thing is, he was wrongfully committed or wrongfully arrested, accused. Yeah. And this was back in like 2002, like when he got
Oh,
convicted.
this is a long time ago.
Yeah, like he was charged with his murder in August
2002.
1999, but he just so he's been on like death row for a while. And again, like he was wrongfully accused. And
Yeah.
they were going to uh they were going to execute him. I think they were either going to announce they're going to execute him or he was actually going to get executed today. Uh, but the governor of Oklahoma said that he's not going to get executed and he's just going to serve life in prison without parole.
Oh. Why? That's not fair. Well, of course it's not fair. What am I fucking saying? It's stupid.
Yeah, no idea. They just like I said, he was just wrongfully accused. But
Um,
the only reason why it's getting a lot of traction now is because like Kim Kardashian started tweeting about it, and then she also paid him a visit or a few visits.
oh,
But yeah, thanks
what she
Kim
did? Did she
Kardashian.
help him?
I mean, she tweeted out about it, and then a lot of people called and I think signed a petition for him to not get executed. So that's cool.
Good.
Are Kim and
Healthy.
Kanye broke up? Is that like a still thing?
I feel like that was more of a
I'm pretty sure they got a divorce, yeah. Or at least she said she wanted a divorce. I don't know if like that actually happened, whatever.
I feel like that was just more like advertising for his like album or something. I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Kim who said it, not him.
Right. But you know, they could be working together because I don't know if they're like officially divorced yet or not. Kim.
Probably that, yeah, I don't know about that either.
Yeah, as of 3 days ago, um, Kim or Kanye West is still trying to deny the divorce that she filed back in February.
Why?
He doesn't want to be divorced. I don't know. But I mean,
He probably loves her, but like
she hanging out with Pete Davidson.
That I don't know. It's just when you said that Kim was like doing stuff like that, it always makes me nervous when like celebrities like involve themselves in like serious things. Because like, you know, they like try and back up people and sometimes it turns out that they're backing up the wrong people or they're doing the wrong thing by trying to like be socially to like socially justify something.
Oh,
um
apparently Pete Davidson and Kim
well
Kardashian are dating. So, uh,
No
good luck.
shot,
Good
for
luck,
real.
Kanye. I guess so.
that's surprising.
Oh,
But I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with Kim doing what she's doing. She actually went ahead and learned how to become a lawyer. A while ago, I think she took the bar and passed it. So she technically is a lawyer. So she went to see the guy. It's not like she's doing anything
Yeah, no,
bad.
I'm not saying she's
Can't
doing
say if
anything
I
wrong.
can't say if the lady was actually like genuinely a good lawyer, but you know.
Yeah, I'm not saying Kim Kardashian is doing weird shady stuff. I'm just saying
Yeah.
like, like I said, she was married to Kanye and Kanye's kind of crazy, he's a little
Well, I
loopy.
mean, yeah, he's got
So,
bipolar depression, so
being involved with that, and she's like trying to do all these things. I'm like, oh God, she might get her hands wrapped up in something she didn't want her hands wrapped up in. You know what I'm saying?
probably. I know for sure I wouldn't want to be bothered by that stuff. Like if I don't have any business being in that and I don't know if I can actually help, I wouldn't want to give that person help because she's a famous person. Like everyone, even if you're in
Yeah.
jail, you know what I mean? Like
Very
it's
famous and
not
very rich.
yeah, so like you going there is gonna like somewhat like it's gonna put attention on it, but it's also gonna be like, oh, like maybe there's chance for me, like she's paying attention to me. She heard about my story. Maybe she could like that doesn't like what is Kim Kardashian herself supposed to do? Even if she wasn't a lawyer and she was just a celebrity going to visit you, what strings can she pull to get you out of jail possibly?
He's rich.
It doesn't matter. You have to know people.
Yeah, but if you're rich, then you know people,
Not
and you can
necessarily.
pay people to do
Just
things
because
that
you're
you
rich
want.
doesn't like you have to. They have to have. You
It
have to have something
shouldn't,
that
but
want.
it does a lot of times.
No, I'm saying whenever those cases happen, it's usually because you have something that those people want. Like they're not. They didn't just like decide. Oh yeah, whatever. Um, she's giving me $100,000. Like what benefit do I get after getting that money from me? Like you know what I mean? Like I'm not. You can't just pay me money if I'm not gonna benefit off of it. Then what's the point?
You mean to tell me you're not going to be benefiting off of money?
That's
She
not
literally 30 minutes ago said, "If you're not paying me, then I don't care."
Right.
Yeah, because what I'm saying is just because she's a celebrity doesn't mean that she knows judges or she knows other lawyers or she knows a prison guard or like the warden. Like you can pay them money, they could take it and not do that thing. So like what do you have that they want? Like what connection are you offering to them other than the fact that you're a celebrity lawyer? That's what I mean. Like I could take the money and still not do the thing you're doing. You could say it's extortion, but I never did the thing you asked me to do. You just gave me money. You know what I mean? I'm not committing a crime if I'm just getting money. You could try. I'm pretty sure like people have tried doing that, like try like suing people over it or whatever. But it's like, what are you gonna like? What have I done wrong besides take some money if I didn't act on that thing? That's what I'm saying. People don't just because you hand somebody money doesn't mean they always do that thing. Like there has to be some kind of benefit too. Like if I'm gonna be
Unless
doing
it's
something
in a
that dangerous,
contract. I mean, they might fucking sign something. I don't know.
I mean maybe they do. I don't.
Or maybe it's like, "Hey, you want 100 grand? Go do this for me, and then it's yours." And then people will line up to do it,
Yeah,
do
I'm
it, or
pretty sure
do it
like
without even questioning.
yeah, I know. I'm not saying that there aren't people like that, but I'm saying that a lot of people, especially people in power, they don't just do it for money. They're doing it for the benefit of a connection. If she doesn't
Yeah,
have a connection in the business, with somebody that actually has influence and likes her, doesn't matter if you give her money, they can say no. And now they have something on her because it's like, oh, well, you tried buying me. So now I know that you're that kind of person. So I can hold that over you if you try doing something else that doesn't work for me. It's all about mind games and fucking strings you pull and who you know. Money doesn't solve everything if you don't have the right connections to like really make those plans work. You could be president, but if you're not in control of your, council and you're not in control of like the people that work for you, then like you're kind of useless. Trump is a great example of that. The guy had connections to almost like a lot of people because he was a businessman. Like he was able to get in other people's pockets, unfortunately, because of that. And he's also a rich dude. So they're like, win-win. I get connections to this, and that. I get some money. He's a president. I get a ton of this. There's no wrong in me doing like there is wrong, but it's not wrong because now I'm getting all this stuff. Whereas like, what is she giving? Okay, a couple 100,000. All right, I can still take the money, not do it. I'm not benefiting. I'm not gonna gain a new position or become a new boss. I'm not gonna like open up a bakery because she helped me out. Like
Can you imagine opening up a bakery because Kim Kardashian said you can do it?
like that was your plan.
Like, thanks, Kim K. I've now owned my lifelong dream of being a baker.
You saved me.
You saved my
I
life.
finally got what I wanted.
here's a thank you cake.
Spell her name wrong anyway in that case.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of surprised me the fact that like she was like filing up on it.
I mean, good for her. Like, if she actually is able to help the guy, then that's great. But
I wonder if it was like due to her like studying law, she like that's how she found out.
if she could do something, probably.
Well, she clearly like made a lot of people sign that petition and shit. So, I mean,
Well, if they sign a petition, then yeah, that definitely helps.
yeah. So glad my boy not dead.
Thank God. I
Yeah.
feel like I would hate, like, even if I did something bad, I know for a fact I would hate to die in jail.
Would you consider that the worst way to die?
No, No, but not like death penalty. I mean, like just dying in jail.
Right,
Like
right.
living
Like
out the
in
rest of your days in
in
there.
jail. Like would you
Yeah.
consider that like one of the worst ways to die in your opinion?
No.
They could drown me. I think that's the worst way you could die.
You think drowning
I'm
is
just
the
saying,
worst way
like,
to
if
go?
it. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna be like murdering people. So I don't think like I'd be going to jail for
I
anything
think burning alive
super
is worse
bad.
than drowning.
I mean, probably, but after a while, your brain recognizes the pain as too much, and you could pass out, and like you won't wake up from it, and you'll just burn to death, and then you'll be dead. Whereas like
Yeah, but
drowning, you
you're
can't do anything. Your lungs burst. You feel that happen.
I think anything to do with like suffocating is like one of the worst.
Yeah.
So like I mean, you guys already discussed this, but like the shit that happened at Astroworld, like them dying while standing up because they're suffocating, that's got to be like literally like the worst way, one of the
Yeah,
worst ways.
like you're conscious of it. That's what I mean. Like you're aware of what's happening. Feel it, you see it. Whereas like burning to death, and it's been proven like after a while, your body just from the shock of it will pass out, and you will not feel it, and just out cold.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, damn. All right, I'm out of topics. I don't know about you guys.
I don't have anything.
You don't have any? Weezy, do you want to talk about something?
no nothing that can be said on stream.
Not safe for work content.
Oh God. The hell you gotta say?
Oh,
Huh.
are there any games you guys are excited for that are coming out soon?
Besides
Halo
that,
Infinite just came out.
Isn't that just multiplayer?
Yeah, but it's free.
isn't there supposed to be a campaign that's coming out with it? Am I
Yeah,
tripping?
eventually.
Is that going to be also free, or is that going to be like something you pay for?
I don't think so. I think you gotta buy that.
That sounds like a full game kind of situation.
Ah, okay. So like, if I were to install Halo Infinite, besides Halo by Beyonce, it would be my first Halo.
I think you should play Halo 2. Halo 2 is really good. First Halo is really good too.
First Halo is good because it's the story, but if you want to play like a fun Halo, then yeah, I agree. Halo 2 is pretty good. Maybe Halo 3, but like if you want like an engaging story with combat that
The
actually
thing is,
feels
okay,
like you're
so
doing
like,
something,
okay,
nah.
just let's just put this in perspective, right? I've never played a Halo game. What Halo would you have me play in order to grasp the concept of Halo and why it like everyone loves it so fucking much,
The first one then.
and why I'm like the Antichrist for not playing it?
Not the
I
Antichrist. You're
don't think
just
you're the
missed out on
Antichrist.
so much fun.
It's kind of like people that are like, I've never seen Star Wars, or like I haven't seen, any of the Marvel movies. It's like you're a freak of nature, but okay. Like you're not like dead to me, but like I'll for sure definitely judge the shit out of you because it's like, what the fuck have you been doing with your life that you've never at all given yourself an hour to
Playing my PlayStation.
Kate. You can watch people on YouTube who played the game at least. You don't have to play the game itself, just see something.
Okay, but
Exactly.
like I said, me saying I've never played Halo.
Yeah.
Like even if I said yeah, I've watched someone play it, that's still like my statement's still valid. I've still never played a Halo, and that's what that's a
But like it's
problem for
okay
a
to
lot
say
of
you haven't
people.
played it, but the way you're saying and the way you talk about it is literal. Like I haven't played Halo, I know nothing about it. Whereas like I can say like I haven't played Halo 4 or 5, but I know about it. And like at first I didn't play Halo ODST. I didn't know shit about that, but
Halo ODST sucked.
it was okay. Great.
It was a bad Halo. Don't play that Halo.
You sound very bitter about it.
It was there was no covenant. It was all brutes. And it was boring. The story was boring.
It really was.
It was whack. There was nothing cool about the game. It was just a regular Halo game with only brutes. With a boring
Do you
ass
feel like
story.
they might have made that Halo specifically to try to combat Call of Duty?
maybe.
Call of Duty. What do you mean?
I know they added it because I'm pretty. I mean, it's my opinion. I don't know if it's actually fucking true, but my opinion is that they generally ran out of like idea or story content for specifically just Master Chief. Not that they didn't have anything, not that like they couldn't think of anything, just literal.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if the game was filler. I just think they were like trying something and it didn't work.
If you want to be part of the community without ever playing Halo, I would say you could hate on Halo 5 for free. I personally
Hate on
personally
Halo
hate on
5
it.
for free.
I do not
I never
like
finished
the
Halo 5.
story. I think it's bullshit. I think it's trash. They tried copying it from the book, but then they changed everything. I'm
There's a
okay.
book.
Fuck that game. Yeah, the Master Chief series. Well, not the Master Chief, but Halo, but specifically for Master Chief. He has a book, like a background stuff. Like Star Wars at first wasn't a book, and now like it has a ton of comics and novels and games. So like there's a bunch of lore in there. Darth Vader apparently at one point fell in love with another woman as Darth Vader, not as like Anakin. Weird, but okay. Didn't have a kid with her, but you know, go off, whatever. Um, Star Trek's the same thing. A lot of franchises getting like books or games or novels. But yeah, I'm just saying, you want to hate something, Halo 5. And Mass Effect 3. I'll give that one to you too. I don't care if you don't play it. Just, you know, fuck that game.
Yeah, I didn't
It
play
knows
Mass
what it
Effect
is.
3. I haven't played Mass Effect since 2.
Yeah, you know what? You're good for that. It's fine. If you just want to like finish off like some like character, like the relationships that you've had with the other characters, that's fine. I could get that. I can agree with that. But like generally, like story wise, fuck that game. Unfortunately, fuck. I think it was EA for getting rid of the person who made the series. How are you gonna fire the person who made the story that you're making a game for? I don't know, but go off. You got a shitty game for it. That's why they had to remake it and give like that stupid option shit, which wasn't any better. Wow, Halo 5 came out in 2015.
Yep,
Yeah,
That
well,
feels like so long ago. Oh my god.
that was a fucking long ass time ago.
It was so long.
and that was a bad game.
Halo 5? Yes, because the original story was supposed to be something along like from the book. Was that the reason that they have Red Team, which they ended up taking that from like the fucking multiplayer, but you know, whatever. I don't know if they
Red
did. I don't
versus
know.
blue.
Yeah, so the Red Team, which is I think Osiris, I think that's what his name was. I can't remember, don't quote me on it. I could be wrong. I probably am. They have to go after Master Chief. Master Chief is part of the blue team or something like that. He is being hunted down by basically everyone because supposedly in the book he had killed someone important. He didn't, but he was just there at the moment when it happened and he couldn't stop it or something like that. In the game, they changed it to where like something similar happened, but Cortana, everyone knows who Cortana is. I don't know if you do that, but like everyone knows Cortana. Everyone knows what kind of relationship, at least what they showed for her, was that they were platonic, close friends or whatever. In the fifth one, somehow she becomes this obsessed AI who's like in love with the guy and she's trying to keep him and protect him. So like she's tossing him against the people or something like that. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it and like played a little bit of it. But I just remember like hating it because Cortana ends up like getting all these ships to like blow something up or whatever, all just to keep Master Chief to herself. And I'm like, when did the lady become this? Like, I don't
And if
remember
you remember,
4.
yeah, you remember in 4 she was corrupted.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Like, even when she was corrupted and like he was still talking to her, she wasn't obsessed with him like that. And then 5 came out of nowhere where like she's like, oh my god, I'm basically telling him that I'm in love with him and I want to be with him forever and I want him to stay with me forever. And it's like, but where's the storyline coming from? Cortana, who's the AI for the whole of like, Earth's military or whatever, like she knows all this stuff, is corrupt, but only because she wants to be a stalker. Like, of all the things to like for her to be corrupted into like doing something for, it's Master Chief. When like it's been shown that they're just friends. Like if they showed it like, oh, maybe she's obsessed with him because she found out a secret about him that's like in the government's database or blah 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 blah. Like different story, but she knows about everything about the guy, or I believe she does. So it's like, why is she in love with him all of a sudden? Like why is she trying to blow shit up just to keep him from getting taken away from her? Like he could literally just pop you out of his helmet, but go off. I don't I don't know. And like he's believing everything she's telling him too. Like throughout the game, like he's like she's talking to Master Chief and she's like, yeah, no, yeah. They're trying to like hurt you or kill you or blah blah blah. Like you gotta fight them. And it's like, what's the actual storyline here? Like I mean, that's what I got from the story. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I played it. The game came out in 2015. I have to play
So
it again,
it
but
sounds to me like we all have to play the entire Halo series.
I'm just very upset if there. I just again like that's the thing that stuck with me for Halo 5. If I'm wrong, I'm okay being wrong. But what stuck with me the most was just that, and that's all the takeaway that I got from that game was that Cortana became this weirdo who was obsessed with Master Chief when she's never even showed a hint of that kind of behavior. Like if it was hinted at that she was kind of creepy like that, different story. I could understand the corruption and maybe give it, and it doesn't make any sense, but okay, I guess it could work. But like there's not even any of that like throughout the series. It's just shown that like she's like they're best friends or whatever. They're really close to each other. They trust each other. They respect each other. Co-workers too, whatever. But now she just wants to keep the guy to herself, and she wants to, pit him against the whole of like, Earth or whatever. It's just weird. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. I will have to play the game again. I'm definitely gonna have to play the series again because like I have no fucking idea. Now I feel like I should play the game to figure it out because what in the fuck? Even just reading it, I'm like, my brain doesn't comprehend.
Well, I might give it a shot, but like Halo was 2-player campaign up until
Mhm.
like 3, 4, right? I forget.
I honestly couldn't tell you because I stopped playing with people, and at one point I didn't have an Xbox anymore to keep playing the game, so I had to watch people. But then I was able to try 5 because my cousin had an Xbox, so I was able to play that a little bit. I didn't finish it, but from what I was playing them, from what I finished watching, that's what my takeaway was. That it was bullshit and it made no sense.
Hmm.
So, like
So
I says, it sounds like we have to play the Halo series over again.
We could, yeah. I don't know if the other ones are more than 2 players, because if they are, then that'd be great. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Now, Jordan just said it's only 2-player up to 3.
oh, I said I
Yeah, that's what
didn't
I'm saying.
know. I didn't
No,
know.
no, I know that's what I'm saying. Like, if it is more than just 2 players after
Check
like
it
a
out.
certain amount, then that'd be
Let me
great
look it
because
up.
then like you could all play it and then you could get the story. But like if it's not, then like that kind of sucks. Because then it should alternate. Like you should like watch and then you should play and then you should watch and you should play. Unless you want to play through the whole thing, then yeah, play through the whole thing. It's a little bit better to experience it besides watching it.
Okay, yeah, 3. We can play Halo Reach 3,
Fucking
ODST, and
Reach.
4.
Oh my god, Reach. I forgot about
Reach
that
is really
game.
good.
The first and second
Oh.
one are only 2-player.
Okay, yeah. You know what? It goes like Halo 2 and then Reach and then Halo 1. I'm only saying that because like besides the fact that like Halo 1 is still good, it's just I don't
If
know.
I
It's
were
something
to
about like the
play
rest
it,
of it.
do I have to
You have to play
play
in the
it?
correct order. You have to.
Right, right.
Like
So what is the order that I have to play it in?
I think it's 1, 2, isn't it 3? ODST
I
4.
think Reach predates all the Halos.
Yeah, that's like a prequel. But I mean, like in game, if you're trying to play the game like in order of it coming out, I think it was
No,
one,
no. I
two,
want
three.
order of
Like story
story.
wise,
Yeah.
then yeah, it's no, it's not. Okay, so ODST, I remember like the storyline. It's not before everything. It's in between. I think one of the games by the storyline. I have to. I really like. You have to like Google like the correct like storyline list to gameplay it. For you to gameplay it. Um, but I think it's like 1, 2. ODST 3, 4, or it's 3 ODST 4. because I think ODST has to do with either 3 or 4. I can't remember. Then there's like Reach, and then there's fucking 5. I would say, again, my personal opinion, you don't have to play 5, but you can if you want to. It's not bad. It's not like
You saying it's not bad really shows that it's pretty fucking bad.
I,
He
like,
also said she never
it's just
finished it, so
I didn't
You
finish.
never finished it either.
I watched somebody finish it. I did play some of it, but I didn't get to finish all of it because, like I said, I didn't have a PlayStation. I didn't have an Xbox, but I did watch somebody finish it. Even
oh,
watching
okay.
it, I would have been still pissed off playing it, knowing that that's how it ended.
Yeah,
The
okay.
only thing I'll give to Halo 5, besides obviously I'd have to replay it, see if my opinion changed or whatever. Maybe I get a different version of the story than what I remember, seeing and playing. Is that the game is very pretty. If I'm gonna give the game anything, it says very pretty. I
You
can't
know
really talk
what?
about gameplay because
We
it's like
can play it
Halo.
together. Then you both can play Halo 1 and 2 together, and then we can come back to 3, 4,
we gotta play with the potato heads.
and I guess 5.
Oh, then we should probably start with 1 so that way he could see 1.
But like Reach, right? Reach comes before 1.
No, Reach is in between one of the story campaigns for 3 or 4 because it has to do with something that's happening in one of the other games that Master Chief is doing something at, but it's affecting what's happening in ODST. I think Reach, like Weezy said, Reach is probably the one that's prequel, not ODST. But I have to, like I said, we have to check the list. I think it is. Also, side note, I don't know if you're into strategy games. But apparently, Halo Wars, like the strategy game, like the little war strategy game, has a pretty good story too. Although I believe it doesn't have anything to do with like Master Chief himself, but it has some characters that are in like the main like canon storyline. But apparently, those games have a really good storyline too. So if you like war strategy games, worth playing those because a lot of people like the gameplay and all that. Don't know if you are. I'm just saying.
I don't
Like if you
normally
like side
play.
story and you like that type of gameplay, then it's worth playing it then.
Yeah, I don't know. Depends on the mood that I'm in, but I don't normally go for strategy games like that specifically. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just from like what you guys kept saying, I don't think I would like Halo that much. You guys are very terrible spokesmen for this game
A
franchise.
great
No,
game.
no,
What
no,
do you
no, no,
mean?
no, 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 no. I'm speaking and I'm a spokesman for 5. All right? Halo 5. Bullshit game. Again, I have to replay it to see if my opinion is different from what I remember. Because again, all I took away was that Cortana was a weirdo, and she was a bitch, and she was useless, and I hated her. That's the game that turned me from Cortana and turned me against Halo. Because if that's what they're gonna put out and they're gonna waste my time and their money, I'm not supporting it. Maybe it'll be different with Infinite. I don't know. I'm just saying that's the game that ruined it for me. Other than that, like if you take out Halo 5, everything else in the series, besides like kind of ODST, is still good. Even ODST, as much as I don't like enjoy it a lot, it's still fun to play. I would still play that game over 5. I would play that game 3 times versus 1 time for $1 million. I'd never
Yeah,
play
I
5.
mean,
Like, it's not happening.
I didn't like it because there was no covenant like at all.
Yeah, it was like just you
Like I
against the
was, I
fucking
was, I was playing through it, and I was like hoping, like, when am I gonna get to the covenant level? And then I beat the game. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay, so I think I found the actual list. But there are a couple different, like I said, there are a lot of different spin-offs. We don't have all the spin-offs, but if we're gonna go like just like main storyline, then it would definitely be Halo Reach. And you were right about that, Weezy. Sorry, my bad. It'd be Halo Reach. I never played this game, but there was Halo Combat Evolved. I'm pretty sure it's just Halo. Halo Fireteam Raven. Don't know what that is. So it'd be Reach, Halo, I believe regular Halo, the first one. Halo 2, Halo 3 ODST, and then Halo 3. So that's what I meant. Like ODST is happening at the same time that Halo 3 is happening. It's just messing shit up before. Like it's the aftermath of what happened in 2, but like before 3, something like that. And then it's Halo 4. And then you can play Halo 5. And then after that's supposed to be infinite. Apparently, thank God, I just remembered that, speaking of, you're supposed to be playing with a new AI, so Cortana got thrown out. Thank God, trashed the bitch. Done with
Shit.
her. Yeah. That's apparently. I don't know if that's true. I read that a while ago. Like, we're complaining about it now. I'm remembering that they said that you're getting a new AI partner or something like that. So, like, I'm hoping for a Jarvis. You know, I'd really love to have a character like Jarvis, you know, with Master Chief. I feel like they'd be cute. I don't know.
I wanted
Fuck
my own
Cortana.
Jarvis when I was younger.
You wanted one?
Yeah.
I wish I could make it. Oops. What I press?
Yeah,
I don't
no
know.
clue. But okay.
This
I guess we
rain dog is
can
really cute.
so okay, so Reach comes out or Reach starts the story off.
Yes.
Okay. So
It's basically like we said, like I don't want to say the beginning for the Halo series, but it gives you like an origin story of like the origin of the Halo series. Not that it's a secret, but Halo is named Halo because of the rings that are like everywhere in the whole storyline. So technically it's kind of like Zelda, where like the main character is Link and it's his story, but it's named after her for some fucking reason.
because he's saving her. Anyway.
Okay, so Mario saves Princess Peach like every goddamn day. It's not named Princess Peach, it's named Mario. That's not an excuse.
Either way. It's fine. I don't need to get into that.
Would it win?
Okay. We can play Halo later on.
You gotta get them.
They're on
But
Game
you
Pass,
have
aren't they?
Yeah,
Okay
no,
then.
you have
So
Game Pass. What am I saying?
hello?
Yeah, no, it's on the Game Pass. I only downloaded 2. If that's gonna happen, then I need to download 1.
I need a
I
And
mean,
I
it's
had to
part of the
download
Master Chief
everything.
collection.
Yeah, I know. I have to download
Wait, is
all of
Reach
it.
part of the
Take, like-
Master Chief collection or no?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
it's basically all the ones that we would need.
Okay. I just need to know what to download before I go ahead and do that. But I guess that'll wrap up this podcast, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to check which ones are more than 2-player, but then yeah.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, you two can play it and then
Yeah.
nerd out about it. I'll just play it on my own time.
Toss them in there after.
Yeah.
You should stream yourself playing Halo.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But guys, have anything else you guys want to say before we end?
Make sure you eat. I always say that.
Yeah.
Make sure you eat. That's all I care about.
Okay.
I mean, I've been saying it at the end of every podcast, so I guess I may as well make it a trend. Don't be a police officer.
All right. Oh, and
you have been saying that at the end of every
stream.
stream.
In spirit of Logan and Abby, fuck deer.
Deer?
That's deer. Yeah, a deer hit her car.
Oh.
Yeah. Because you guys aren't hunting enough of them.
Yeah. Fuck deer.
I'd say fuck a moose. Moose are vicious.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys, Erlyn and Weezy, for joining me.
Yeah, I'm always free.
No problem.
Appreciate it. Have a good night.
I'm committed to the podcast life.
Okay.
Podcasting.
All right. Take care.